Mongolian flags in evidence in support of their boxers here, and they've been competitive, the Mongolians, up to now, and high hopes of 19-year-old Tsendbaatar Erdenebat, runner-up in the qualifying tournament in Azerbaijan, to stake his claim here in Rio.
Please welcome the boxer in the blue corner, representing United States of America.
Esse também o tenista que ficará no canto azul, representante dos Estados Unidos da América, Shakur, Stevenson.
Representing the most successful nation in Olympic boxing, 50 gold medals, and they've got high hopes for their bantamweight, Shakur Stevenson. Like his opponent, just 19, hopes to become the third boxer from the USA to win gold medal in the men's bantamweight class.
Working in the USA corner at this tournament is Billy Walsh, who was the long-time Ireland head coach.
Introducing the boxer in the red corner, representing Mongolia.
Apresentando o pugilista do campo vermelho, representa a Mongólia, Tsendbaatar, Erdenebat.
Erdenebat through 2 rounds, very good victory in his last contest against Asanau of Bulgaria.
Introducing the boxer in the blue corner, representing United States of America.
E apresentando o pugilista do campo azul, representa os Estados Unidos da América, Shakur, Stevenson.
Stevenson defeated Robert Nielsen de Jesus of Brazil in his last bout after a bye in the opening of the prelims.
Your head up, no low blow, no holding. Good luck.
Round 1.
Primeiro round.
For a guaranteed bronze medal, at least, in the men's bantamweight class.
Head up.
Tsendbaatar Erdenebat of Mongolia in the red, the USA's Shakur Stevenson in front of him.
We had 2 of the best established world stars at bantamweight in the ring prior to that. Here, 2 young men for the future, both still teenagers. Fascinating.
The last American to win an Olympic gold in boxing, Shakur Stevenson's hero, Andre Ward, at light heavyweight.
Break.
2 southpaws here.
Quite a height advantage for Stevenson. 1.73 m.
He's had the best of the opening exchanges, landed the cleaner shot, Stevenson. Right jab working well. Counters with a good left as into the bargain.
Head up, blue. Head up.
As well as being a big fan of Andre Ward, Stevenson models himself, he says, on Floyd Mayweather Jr. Well, the great man's here in the arena watching him.
Really good start from Stevenson. Very little has missed.
Not found his range yet, the Mongolian.
No, and Erdenebat is also very square on the whole time, isn't he? And that makes the target so much bigger for Stevenson.
No holding. No pressure.
Using all his natural attributes to their full here, making Erdenebat reach.
Come on, break. Go back. Go back. Go back.
He's going to have to find a different approach here, the Mongolian. Very little head movement, as you say, and coming in straight lines. Stevenson finding him an easy target in this opening round.
Cracking little combination there from Stevenson. can't teach composure, and he appears to have that in abundance for one so young.
Very good opening round for Shakur Stevenson of the United States against Tsendbaatar Erdenebat of Mongolia.
Hey, listen on my legs.
A reminder that flash photography is not allowed at this event. Please turn off the flash on your camera.
É importante lembrar que câmeras com flash não são permitidas nesta competição. Pedimos a compreensão de todos para evitar que a concentração dos atletas seja prejudicada. Obrigado.
All three judges for the American at the end of that opening round. To the strains of the Jackson Fives. 1, 2, 3, ABC, all three in the back pocket of Stevenson.
Seconds up. Round 2.
Segundo round.
Shakur Stevenson of the United States named the outstanding boxer of the 2015 US Olympic trials. Says he plans to turn pro if he wins a gold medal here.
Between the rounds there was an appeal to the fans to turn off the flash on their cameras, but I'm afraid for Erdenebat it's a case of dazzling lights right in front of him anyway.
And the chant is for the Mongolian here. Got significant support. He's not in this fight yet.
No. Great to see the way the underdog has been lifted, however. I love that. I think he's going to need more help than that.
Nice little short left there from Stevenson. Picks his punches so cleanly.
Of course, you quite rightly mentioned the incredible legacy of US amateur boxing over many, many decades in the Olympic competition, but the last few games have not been to their normal standards, and they've gone to the next generation this time. Quite a few young fighters, 19, 20, 21, and if this is the shape of things to come, the future is in good hands.
Well, you're right, they didn't medal in the men's programme 4 years ago in London. The USA. Lovely counter left there. A superb timing, Stevenson. Allied to speed. Looks to have all the tools in the box. Remember, only 19, as is his opponent, who's still not solved the puzzle that Stevenson is proposing here.
I'm fascinated by another element to this, to compare and contrast with some of the classier Cubans that we've seen, who fight in the same style, whether southpaw or orthodox, but with the lead hand down around the waistband, which it is most of the time with Stevenson, but the footwork is completely different. He plants his feet, it's a more orthodox style. That means you have the much more solid base, and it also tells us that he thinks he can hit a bit.
Erdenebat will testify to that.
Yeah. It's all powder puff really from Erdenebat when he does get his man where he wants him.
Dominant display so far from Shakur Stevenson. Clearly taken that second round as well. Well, they will know, the Mongolian support, what we know. But that is another unanimous round for Shakur Stevenson of the United States.
Seconds out. Round 3.
Terceiro round.
Very classy showing from this 19-year-old southpaw from the United States, Shakur Stevenson. The last bantamweight gold for the USA, Kennedy McKinney in Seoul in 1988. Way back to Oliver Kirk in 1904 prior to that. That was the opening boxing program in the modern Olympics.
McKinney, sadly a fighter who never really delivered on his outstanding ability subsequent to that high point.
No holding, no holding.
Doesn't always translate, but the raw material here is really fantastic. Tried everything he knows and a little bit more, Erdenebat. Nothing really has worked so far.
Well, he's going to need a knockout here, the Mongolian. Not sure he's got the power to produce that.
I think he could claim that the third round has gone slightly better for him, but that may only be because Stevenson has stepped off it just a shade.
Holding. You, holding. Look ahead.
Stevenson closing in on a guaranteed bronze medal, at least. I emphasize at least, because he is putting down a marker here with his second successive composed display. You talked about that composure earlier for one so young. Looks to the manner born in there.
Another reason for the booing earlier might be because he beat a Brazilian in the first contest.
Yes.
But I think anybody who knows what they're watching will be lauding his talent.
Well, as you said, just happy to coast through this third round. Stevenson knowing he's done enough, saving it up for later.
He might get something for his aggression here in the third round, Erdenebat, and that would be good for him, something to take away from the tournament.
No doubt about the winner. He's got one of the nicest smiles here in Rio de Janeiro, Shakur Stevenson. Billy Walsh on the right there, the Irishman in the American corner for these games, well satisfied with what he's seen.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner by unanimous decision.
Senhoras e senhores, o vencedor por decisão unânime no canto azul.
In the blue corner,
Shakur Stevenson, medals in Rio, a bronze at least through to the semi-finals of the men's bantamweight division.